tailed sand, missing 2 red letters. Screen door hangs like a busted jaw. Sand in my teeth from the last bad promise. Blood in my blueprints, headlights gone. Wind cut low through the busted siding. Radio dies on a gospel draw. Hash on my tongue from a burnout morning. Name on my license ain't mine at all. And sand and well, that's all that's chasing me. The ghosts in the rearview glass clawing at the seams. If this road is a grave, then let it swallow my name. Wind, sand, and whale gonna grind me down the same. Rust black cross by the dry creek shoulder. 10 crown nailed to a leaning post. Vultures spin like slow black dancers, counting off sins for an absent host. Last town's eyes were a swarm of locusts, hands on their hips like a fire and a line. Sheriff's badge had my face inside it. Said you can't outrun what you drag behind. Oh, in sand and well, that's all that's chasing me. Yeah, voices in the power lines buzzing like a plea. If this road is a grave, then let it swallow my name. Wind, sand, and wheel gonna grind me down the same. Grind me down the same. I left her rain in a cracked St. Basin. Left that town in a sheet of flame. Every mile is a fresh damnation. Every mile got the same old name. Wind, sand, and well, that's all that's chasing me. Oh, lost in my whiskey glass, burning when I breathe. If this road is a grave, then let it swallow my name. Wind, sand, and wheel. Wind, sand, and wheel. Wind, sand, and wheel. Gonna grind me down the same. Gonna grind me down the same. Black top bleeding into rust, sunset like a busted trust. Mile markers lean like crooked teeth, vultures tracing names beneath. Bible in the dash, pages torn, bottle in the sea, cap long gone. Rear view full of flashing ghosts, every lie the most. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, rolling down a ragged road. Every sin I ever carried, rise of wind and scrape my soul. On the judgment waiting at the gallows, let it swing and let it roar. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, I ain't running anymore. And argues with me, old church riding on a hill. Cross lean like it lost the will, tattooed knuckles on the wheel. Spell out every deal I seal, one for blood and one for bone. Both of them still unpaid loans. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, yeah, rolling down that ragged road. Every sin I ever carried, rise of wind to scrape my soul. On the judgment's waiting at the gallows, let it swing and let it roar. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, I ain't running anymore. Used to think the law's a man, badges, bars, a rusted pen. Now I hear it in the wire, humming low like funeral choirs. If there's mercy in that sky, it never once looked in my eyes. So I press my heel in deeper dust, drive this coffin made of rust. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, rolling down that ragged road. Every sin I ever carried, rise of wind and scrape my soul. Oh, if judgment's waiting at the gallows, let it swing and let it roar. Hear the hammer's heavy echo, I ain't running anymore. Found a rust red truck, key still swinging on the nail. Ass tank bone dry, ashtray full of mail. Bible on the dash, pages stuck with blood and tar. License plate hanging like a busted jaw on that car. These aren't lovely, drag breath from the black. Every note I've been pulls a night right back. I always got a hunger for the crooked and the sick. I feed it my sins with these iron lovelies. Oh yeah. More till neon blinked out. Years before my first regret. Room key in my pocket, burning like a cigarette. Sheriff in the rear view, face carved out of stone and smoke. But the road keeps singing like it wants me broke. These iron lung lips drag breath from the black. Every note I've been pulls the night right back. Always got a hunger for the crooked and the sick. I feed it my sins with these iron lung lips. I carve my name in the shoulder dirt. Every mile of prayer, every chord occurs. If the devil wants change, I got none to give. Just a throat full of gravel and a will to live. These iron lung lips drag breath from the black. Every note I've been pulls the night right back. Always got a hunger for the crooked and the sick. I'll die in the ditch, chasing iron lung lips. Mouth marker rusted, name shot clean away. Sons of busted lantern, bleeding out today. Tumbleweed confession, rolling through my teeth. Jaw full of old gravel, boot nails underneath. On the anvil of despair, hear the hammer in the sky. Oh Lord, every promise turns to iron, every truth begins to lie. On the anvil of despair, where the smoke just hangs and stares, I keep beating on this heart till there's nothing left to wear. Crucifixion, hanging by a thread. Buzzards draw their halos around the living and the dead. Wallet full of faces I can't call by name. Love wore out its tires far behind the flame. On the anvil of despair, hear the on this black top, it rides in other lanes. I just drag these broken hubcaps through the dust and gasoline. If redemption never finds me, it'll smell like smoke and rain, or it won't know me at all, won't know my name. On the anvil of despair, Headlights crawl on a cracked black ribbon. Buzzards circling what the law left missing. Got a rust red sky and a glove box Bible. Page corners burn from every small revival. Ash on my jeans, blood on the throttle. Old tin flask and an unmarked bottle. A voice in the wind saying, boy, don't go over the road. Already branded my bone. Two wheels and one soul, rolling like a ghost in a borrowed coat. If the Reaper wants a ride, let him ride, let him roll. I made my deal in a rearview glow. Left my name in the dust where the wild dogs roam. One soul and a heart that won't go home. State line sign shot full of sorrow. Dry brown river where the saints beg tomorrow. Gas pump car spits dirt in my shadow. Every mile marker feels sharp, feels shallow. Got sins in a sack where the tools should rattle. Boot prints baked in the bones of this gravel. If a prayer ever lived in this broke down road, it died in a ditch with the unpaid notes. Two wheels and one soul, rolling like a ghost in a borrowed coat. If the Reaper wants a ride, let him ride, let him roll. Wash your cold hands in a neon glow. Sign that line, then I let it all go. Two wheels and one soul, and a heart that won't go If you hear that low roar under your window, that ain't thunder, that's my shadow. Riding shotgun with the smoke and crows, chasing every last lie this highway knows. Two wheels and one soul, rolling like a ghost in a borrowed coat. If the Reaper wants a ride, let him ride, let him roll. When they caught my stone by the old dirt road, let it say he rode hard, never did what he was told. Two wheels and one soul, fading out in the undertow. Found a ring in the glove box, been thin like a prayer gone bad. Ash in a cup, map on the dash. Red X where I buried my past. Motel key on a busted chain, rattles every time I hit the crack in the road. Name on the sign's been peeling 10 years. Still points everywhere I promised I'd go. Got these molten lead blues heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I shoot haze like rust and fuel. Got these molten lead blues, they drag my shadow through the dust. Burn my tongue each time I say your name in throat. Still tiptoed when the sheriff shook my hand. Blood on the cuffs, mud on my boots. Truth sank deeper than the quicksand. There's a church with a door blown off. Choir books curled from a long ago fire. I drive by slow engine holding its breath. Hear you sing my name in that ghosted choir. Got these moltenly blue heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I chew tastes like rust and fuel. Got these moltenly blue. They drag my shadow through the dust, burn my tongue each time I say your name in trust. If I turn this wheel to the canyon edge, let the dark rush up like a black parade. Would the ground rise soft? Would your voice sound clear? Or would I just sing like a thrown away blade? Oh, got these molten-lead blues heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I chew tastes like rust and fuel. Got these molten-lead blues. They drag my shadow through the dust till the road runs out and the sky runs red with these molten lead blues. Been thin like a prayer gone bad. Ash in the cup, map on the dash, red X where I bury my past. Motel key on a busted chain, rattles every time I hit the crack in the road. Name on the sign's been peeling 10 years, still points everywhere I promised I'd go. Got these molten lead blues heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I chew tastes like rust and fuel. Got these molten lead blues. They drag my shadow through the dust, burn my tongue each time I say your name in trust. Judge's words still stuck in my throat. Scales tipped hard when the sheriff shook my hand. Blood on the cuffs, mud on my boots. Truth sank deeper than the quicksand. There's a church with a door blown off. Choir books curled from a long ago fire. Drive by slow engine holding his breath. Hear you sing my name in that ghosted choir. Got these molten lead blues heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I chew tastes like rust and fuel. Got these molten lead blues. They drag my shadow through the dust, burn my tongue each time I say
like a black parade. Would the ground rise soft? Would your voice sound clear? Or would I just sing like a throwaway blade? Oh, got these molten lead blues, heavy in my veins, slow and cruel. Every mile I chew tastes like rust and fuel. Got these molten lead blues, they drag my shadow through the dust till the road runs out and the sky runs red. With these molten lead blues.